The rest of the news Tuesday. Hopefully a happy number 89 for Doris Day of Carmel by the Sea, California. He said, they said, Keith Olbermann to tell his side of the story tonight on Letterman after being dumped by Current TV in what's being called Al Gore's biggest mistake. Well, now, would that be hiring him or firing him? Elliot Spitzer's ratings have been pretty, well, not too good. Meanwhile, stories abound about what a prima donna Olbermann is and how difficult he is to work with. You can get his side tonight on Letterman. Seems people just can't get enough of 1940. After that census was released online yesterday, the whole website almost crashed. The government releases census data 72 years on, and 20 million Americans in that census, the first in which participation was required by law, are still alive. There was a census slogan that year. You cannot know your country unless your country knows you. Consumer Reports likes the new iPad so much that it's changed its tablet rankings en masse. It has dropped every other tablet that was formerly rated excellent down to very good. And now the iPad is number one and the only one rated excellent. Consumer Reports says the new Retina display puts it in a class by itself. Robert Redford is doing a Watergate remake for the Discovery Channel called All the President's Men Revisited. Redford said it's the right time to take a fresh look at politics in America then and now. He says documentaries have replaced journalism. Chocolate or vanilla? There's trouble in paradise for both. Consumption of cocoa is up so much there may be a world shortage by 2020. The chocolate tree only grows right around the equator, and climate change is taking a toll. And vanilla, just in time for summer, will be expensive this year due to poor crops in India and Mexico. Whole Foods announced Friday they will stop selling fish caught from depleted waters or caught through ecologically damaging methods beginning Earth Day, which is the 22nd of next month. Gone will be octopus, gray sole, skate, Atlantic halibut, and Atlantic cod caught by trawls. Now they must be caught on lines to be sold at Whole Foods. And in a new grocery store survey just out from Consumer Reports, Whole Foods got the worst rating on price, recalling the old joke about whole paycheck. Well, they do have good broccoli. Now, Walmart is the nation's largest grocer, and they got terrible ratings for service and on their perishables, which would be broccoli. Wegmans got the best overall ratings, along with Trader Joe's, Fairway, and Publix, with an X. Now imagine shopping at the Publix market yesterday in DeLand, Florida, when suddenly an airplane came down through the roof. 3 customers were injured when they were thrown to the floor in the meat department when the light experimental plane with 2 people on board crashed through the roof. Those 2 bring the injured total to 5. Another airplane mishap also yesterday in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. A woman had to land a twin-engine plane after her pilot husband lost consciousness while at the controls. She had never flown before, but she did so successfully at the age of 80. Angelina Jolie caught some flack for her thigh-high slit pose at the Oscars, but now those dresses are in big demand and high style. Last week, Angelina was asked how she felt when she saw unflattering comments about her. She said she never clicks on those links. In history today, in 1860, the Pony Express began carrying the mail from St. Joseph, Missouri to Sacramento, California. And this day, 1968, the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. spoke to striking sanitation workers in Memphis, told them he had been allowed to go up the mountain. He had seen the promised land, but he might not get there. Until tomorrow, thanks for listening to the rest of the news. This is Dan Earhart.